Right, so this is example 5 from the 3.3 section on evaluating limits. I skipped over example 4 just because it was very similar to example 2 and 3, so if you had any questions on that, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you. I wanted to look at 5 because it's a little bit different scenario, because as we had done before, to find the limit of this function as x approaches 1, what we would do is take 1 and plug it in. But when you do that, I don't know if you see that when you plug 1 in down at the bottom, you're going to get 1 minus 1, which is 0. So it would look like 1 to the third minus 1 all over 1 minus 1, which is obviously the top 0. So it would look like this. 0 on the top is okay, but when you have 0 on the bottom, that basically tells you your function is undefined. Okay. But that's not going to help us find the intended height. So when a situation like this occurs, one of the first strategies I want you to try is to try to factor. Okay, so obviously you can't factor the bottom, so we're going to leave the bottom as is, x minus 1. Okay, but the top, you notice, is a a difference of cubes. So you can either look it up if you don't already know it, but when you factor the difference of cubes, it looks like that, and then you've got x squared plus x plus 1. So that's how that would factor out. And again, you can look that up. It's in the front of your book, or if you can't find it there, look in the index. So then once you have that, then you can see, well, this and this, well, those cancel out because they're the same. So you're left with x squared plus x plus 1. Okay. So once you get there, once you've simplified this function, then you go ahead and recalculate the limit. But you use your new simplified version, in which case you just plug 1 in. And you get 3. So 3 would be your limit or your intended height. And actually, if you go back to the first example in 3.2, I think we looked at, our first introduction to limits, we estimated that the limit was 3. Now you can actually see where you calculate the limit to be 3. So try a couple more examples. If you have any trouble, let me know.